So I'm on my way to a little walk in the forest, or jungle you can say. And it's 6 in the morning and birds are all over. So I'll show you the forest there. So yeah, I'm really in the jungle, and if you've not been somewhere in the jungle, that's an experience. And what's beautiful here in Isabella, there's these huge rocks, and they're like just here where they came from. They are also, you see, they are round. So there must have been water, but there was no ice age, at least that I know about. And it's really cannot be explained how they're here just everywhere. Just there's one here and another one there. Well, and look at this. It's just life at its maximum. Well, one thing I wanted to talk about here on this morning walk was one of my favorite topics, the secret. The secret is for me a very good example of our new age mistake of taking our mind, our emotion, our body for ourselves. And I just know that applying the secret really earnestly is not only useless, it's actually dangerous. And we can see this in one of the prime promoters of the secret, Bärbel, I think Bärbel more in Germany. She died now very early age. I don't know. And just read that one of the writers of the secret, he made a cleaning ceremony at his house, and two of the people there died in this cleaning ritual. I don't know if this is the law of attraction in action. Well, in a way, this idea of do it yourself, change your life with your own emotions and own thoughts is just a subliminal form of the old American dream, do it yourself. Like 100 years ago it was your muscles, you had to use your muscles, and now it's just use your emotions and your mind, and then everything will come to you the way you want it. But in fact, I think for most people this is just like a pillow where they can sleep on. They say everything that's yours will come your way, don't worry. You don't have to do anything, it's already yours. You just have to be patient and wait. So for them, in a way, it's not dangerous. But those people who really press hard and reprogram their mind and reprogram their habits, for them really I think it is dangerous, because really the law of attraction works, but it attracts what you try to avoid at the maximum. And with whatever methods, if you reprogram your mind or do some excessive health rituals, and there are all ways to attract the opposite. So now, what's the solution? Solution is to get a real sense of yourself, and that's why I know the laser will have and is already having such amazing results, because the secret, the idea of reprogramming reprogramming your mind and body and emotions is not something new. It has been always done by people who didn't like the way their life was. For example, people who knew they had fear, they would do things excessive sports like climbing up mountains, racing in cars, things that are actually very, very dangerous. Interestingly, this often shows in little things. I had a friend here, he's doing paragliding, so he's jumping from a mountaintop. Imagine. But then, when he was here, he said to me, well, I'm not taking a shower here, because here in Brazil, on top of the shower head, it's electrically heated and there's wires going into the shower head to heat it. So he said, that's way too dangerous. So you can see he's basically a very, very fearful person, but he found something that gives him the illusion that he's not afraid, or maybe even he thinks he's working on it and reprograms his fear. Another example is, for example, Kübler-Ross. She wrote, I don't know how many books about about dying, and dying is not really a big issue. Actually, it's actually very beautiful and it's very liberating. And then when she was dying herself, I think nobody went through a longer dying process than Kübler-Ross, because really she had tried her whole life with so many books to convince herself that dying was easy and simple and beautiful, and then when it came to dying herself, actually her mind didn't help her, yes? Because her mind is not herself. And another example, Anderson, who invented the rise and shine, cleanse, fast. Look at him now, he looks like a skeleton, like a life-death person, because of course he overdid it. He did one rise and shine cleanse after the other, and then you have to look at him now. So the secret, trying to reprogram your mind, emotion, your body, is not old, and it has never worked. Because really the design of this world is such that in the end, no matter how many lifetimes it takes, we understand that it's not we who are in control, and that there's no ways to get us into control, but that there's something higher. And it's just now when I come into this open spot, there's something higher that can enter this jungle of our world, this world of unpredictabilities, of abundance, of amazing adventure, and bring some purpose and direction to it. And what we can do to help this process is just to become more open for the unpredictable, and more connected with ourselves. Because if we try to imitate other people, which is usually the case, we are not an antenna to this amazing force that wants us to change. And so the first step is to get a sense of yourself, and walking barefoot is good. Walking in the rain is good. Taking a cold shower is good. Feeling your breath is very good, or your heartbeat, or humming to yourself, or of course do laser treatment, because this is the most direct feedback of all your senses of your electric field. And then you enter the real secret. The secret where all words end.